The Fenix LD30, let's check it out. Guys, light is your #1 security tool, and having a really good quality flashlight is imperative. One that you can depend on, one that when you click that button, you know that it's going to come on. And today we're going to take a look at the LD30 by Fenix. This is a really capable light. There's a lot of features to it, but it has 1600 lumens of light for this really small package. Now guys, you know I'm a big fan of Olight, but this really has some capability over some of the similar offerings by Olight. And so we're going to do a little bit of a comparison, but honestly the LD30 kind of stands on its own. Now Fenix sent me the light for the test and evaluation, and you can get a 20% off discount just by going to the Fenix store website. I'll have a link down below in the description. It is an affiliate link, and it does help support the Sootch channel. Fenix LD30. This is an excellent EDC light, but also can be used as a tactical light. We have our rear pressure pad on the back, and then we have our mode changes right here with this side switch. A really nice styling, very fluid. I mean, I really like the styling, and I love these accents with this copper or bronze color with the bezel, and then also around your pressure pad switch. We have a rubber boot on the back. It is a hard anodized finish, and it's again in black. It has a two-way pocket clip which pushes the lens down into the pocket. And then we have the ultra thin optical lens. Now this beam distance is 205 meters. It's a pretty shallow reflector, but yet it'll get it out there, and it really brightens up a large area. Now everything's activated from the rear tail switch, so you hit it just momentary by pressing and releasing, and then when you want to go ahead and push it in, you've got 30 lumens, and this is the what they call the eco mode. And then we can adjust each of the modes here. So we just press. Okay, now we're up to 150. This is low. And then we're up to 350, which is medium. We're up to 800, which is high. And then 1600 lumens. And man, this is really bright. I mean, you can feel the heat off of this thing. Now I'm going to give you a little warning. We're going into strobe. You just press and hold. And then you go into strobe, and then it'll do two different outputs. You can see it's really very intense, and then it starts a little bit of a slower process. And then we're going to press again, and then we go into the 30 lumen SOS. And so this is going to last for a long time. In fact, 70.5 hours. And so this will make a great rescue tool just to keep you, if you're out and about, if you're lost in the woods, you can hit that SOS and you can just keep this going. Now press and hold, and then you go back into your regular lumens. But to turn it off, you have to go back to the tail switch to get it to turn off. And it is a rubberized boot. You do have a place for a lanyard. We'll look at some of the accessories in just a minute. And that goes 1 hour and 30 minutes on the 1600 lumens, which is really good. All the way again to the eco mode, which is 70.5 hours. It's 10,302 candela. Now it does have what they call the intelligent downshift, and it drops every 5 minutes 30 lumens. And then after that, every 6 seconds, it'll drop 30 lumens to go down to 1200 lumens. One thing about LEDs, they get really hot, and this one is no different, and so it really preserves the electronics if it goes down into that downshift, and most of your good high quality lights will do that. Now one thing that you will notice is right here, we do have it flashing green. If it's fully charged, it's on green from 100 to 85%. And then when it flashes, that just means that it's down to 84 to 50%. So we're at 84 to 50% now. And then once it goes into the red mode, it'll be 50 to 25%. And once it starts flashing, it'll be 25% and below. So this is just a great battery indicator to know where you are with your light. It's 4 1/3 inches in length. The head is 1 inch and the body is 0.85 inches. Empty, it weighs 2.08 ounces, but
with the battery, it's 4 ounces. I mean, it's just that right size for a pocket light. You know, I really like small lights, but these are just a lot more capable than your really small lights. Now I want to do a little bit of comparison to where the LD30 falls with Olight. We have the LD30 at 1600 lumens and 205 feet of beam distance, $79. Then we have the SR2 baton. This is 1150 lumens. The beam distance is 130 feet and it's $69. And then we have the M2R. Now the M2R Warrior, they have the M2R Warrior Pro now that's actually upgraded, but this is 1500 lumens, 208 meters of throw. So it's pretty close to the LD30. But when you get into the Pro model, it goes up to 1800 lumens and it has a 300 meter beam distance. And this again is $89. So honestly, it falls right in between these two. But now one of the big differences between these two lights, and with this, they both run the 18650, but we're gonna go ahead and pull it out. This is a rechargeable battery, and you do get a charging cable. Take your cable, put it into the battery, and then hook this to a USB source, and it'll be red when it's charging, and then it'll go to green when it's fully charged. Using the 18650 battery is what will activate the battery indicator. If you're using the CR123s, which you can use, it's going to be a little less power, a little less lumens. But when it comes to recharging, the Olight really wins. I mean, you have this pressure pad and it's magnetic, and then you can hook this up to a USB. Makes it really easy. But it's not really that difficult to be able to charge the battery directly.
All right, guys, we have the Fenix LD30. And we're going to do some testing to see how this light performs. Okay, guys, here we are at 30 lumens. You can see it really doesn't shine out that much, but this is really for reading and being able to look in your car. Just look for small things without getting blinded. Now this is the 150 lumens. You can see that fence line. It's about 30 yards out. Now we're going to bump it up again. Now this is the medium setting, and we're looking at about 350 lumens. Bump it up again. Now we're in the 800 lumen area, and this is on the high setting. Then we hit it again, and we go to 1600 lumens. Nice and bright. It's giving you a lot of light down there. And there is a nice hot spot, but there's definitely some flood going on around it. Now if we hold it down, we go into our strobe. And you can see it does some different things here. It actually does a very intense strobe, and then it does more of a spaced out strobe. Now if we hit it again, here we go to our SOS. This is a 30 lumen SOS, and what that does allows this to get as much out of the battery as possible. In fact, it'll go for 70 hours on 30 lumens. And then when you hit it again, it goes back into strobe. Now to get it out of strobe, just hold it down. And then now we're back into turbo. Here on the side switch, you'll notice it turns green, and this is your battery indicator. It cuts right off. All right, guys, here we are, 30 lumens. We're here at the road. We're just gonna bump it up. Here we're at the low setting, medium setting. Now we're at the high setting, and now we have turbo. I mean, look, it really does double from 800 to 1600 lumens. All the way up to the top of that road is right at 200 yards. And there's a house right there, and I can actually see the house with this light. So we're getting a really good light for this size. And it is IPX8, so that means it's submersible up to at least 1 meter, but it'll go deeper. And we've already tested this light actually twice. It's going to hold up to any kind of weather conditions. So guys, if you're looking for a good solid EDC flashlight that can be used for tactical applications, something you just keep in your pocket, has a lot of great features to it. The double-sided clip makes it very versatile. The tail switch, you can get instant on, and then when you want to get to your modes, you can. Then again, you can just press and hold and go straight to strobe or your SOS. So it's a really capable light. 1600 lumens, guys, is really powerful. And it gives you a lot of light. And again, because light is your #1 security tool, make sure you get a good light. And the link in the description goes straight to the LD30. And again, you do get a 20% off if you're a first-time buyer. And it is an affiliate link, and we definitely appreciate Fenix for sending this light. I love the styling and the lumens. Guys, while you know that I'm a big fan of Olight, sometimes having other choices is nice, and this little LD30 has found a place in my EDC. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America, long live the Republic. The double-sided clip makes it really nice to be. So check out their website. Flashlight. Okay. Things that. What better name for security than the Fenix?